Okay, I'm back at it again here for a few minutes, and while I'm waiting for that first coat of the handle to dry, I thought, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna start taking a look at the carburetor. So I went and I've loosened the nuts on, or actually, I took the nuts right off. I didn't figure you guys needed to see me do that, but that's the carburetor sitting there. As you can see, it is yeah, it is a little bit dirty. It's a little bit of a mess. So I think it's time to clean that thing up and get it working good. So we'll take it off here. I've got the nuts off, so just let her just sit her down here so you can get a better idea of what shape this thing is in. It is, it is beautiful. Um, yeah. So that's our air cleaner. Good Lord. Yeah, it's like almost like a fine mesh, like a steel mesh. It's almost like a steel wool type material, and you can see it's actually like that all the way in there. So that's just going to go. I'll do something else with that. This is the old original, I think original fuel line, which has a bit of metal wire coming off of it, and pretty sure that's going to leak. What do you guys think? Yeah, pretty sure. So obviously all that's going to have to be replaced. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rough clean up of this, and then I'm going to soak it in some solution that I have out in the workshop, and I'll show that to you guys when I get around to doing that. And we'll see if we can clean this thing up a little bit. So hopefully there aren't any parts that are really required for it. Kind of wondering about the needle and seat, if there is such a thing in this thing. Because I'm guessing anything I need might be difficult to source. Hopefully not. We'll see what happens, and hopefully we can just clean it up and make it work with a bit of luck. So that'll be the next project. Okay, just a really quick video of the side of the carburetor. Um, just want to get a really good view of this from a few different ways before I start ripping it apart, because inevitably there's some little bit or piece that you forget where it was or what happened. So still pictures are good as well, but sometimes video is better. So we're going to try just doing a little bit of video here on this and see what we got going. Of course, we got the throttle here. This is the choke. I know that. Choke. There's this adjuster here. I'm guessing this may be the fuel air mixture. Time will tell when we take this apart. But yeah, I think now we can start ripping it apart confidently and review this video if we need to. Okay, well, as it turns out, I didn't take any additional video of the carburetor, but I did take some still photos, and so they're going to run here shortly as a bit of a slideshow, just showing you what I did. But essentially, I went and I just took the carburetor apart and used some Berryman's carb cleaner, which I believe I bought down in Walmart down in the US today. It comes in a 1 gallon container and it's got a little basket in it. Very, very handy stuff for cleaning stuff up. I've used it lots for carburetors. And bottom line, I put it all back together again. And later on in this series, you'll actually see that I got the saw running. And so it actually cleaned up and worked well. So without further ado, let's move into the slideshow. So as you can see, the carb was really, really dirty. Took it all apart, and you can see just how incredibly dirty it was inside. This was like some crazy sawdust and debris that was in here, just like tons of it. Certainly, as I say, tablespoons, but maybe teaspoons of it, whatever it was. There was tons of it in there. The whole thing had to come apart, of course, and as I mentioned previously, use that Berryman's carb cleaner, which is just fantastic stuff for a home guy to only doing small parts once in a while. Really perfect for doing carburetors. So I think in the previous video I'd mentioned the needle. So there's a picture of it. That's actually one of the needles that was in the carburetor there, and the fuel adjusting valve is right here. So really good to know that stuff when you actually get it back together again and you try to adjust it to get the thing running. So bottom line, worked really good. Would really appreciate if you'd like and subscribe to the video, and please do watch the other parts to the series working on the old 46 power machinery chainsaw.